Hi, welcome back to our Honors Geometry playlist. On this video, we're going to talk about how to find the magnitude and direction of a vector. So the first thing I'd want to do is I would want to identify the component forms of this vector. So let's identify its horizontal and its vertical components. So the first thing here, the horizontal component, I can just count, that's 5. And the vertical component is 12, so I would have 5 to the right, because it's going this direction, and up 12. So those are my component forms. Now to find your magnitude, that's the third side. That's this side here, the resultant. So to find that, I would do the Pythagorean theorem. Since it's a right triangle, I would have 5 squared plus 12 squared is going to equal your resultant, or your magnitude, squared. And if I were to solve this, that would be 169 equals m squared, or I could square root that to get 13. So my magnitude is always going to be the Pythagorean theorem. Now the direction is probably the tougher part here. Usually I ignore the resultant, and what I'm going to do to find my direction is I'm going to have to use the sine, cosine, and tangent functions. So what I'll do is I'm going to find this angle here, and I should identify that I have the opposite side and the adjacent side, which means I'll have the tangent. So tangent of theta is going to be the opposite over the adjacent. But I want to get rid of the tangent. I want to get just theta. So to undo tangent, I won't do the inverse operation of tangent. I'll do tangent inverse of 12 over 5, opposite over adjacent. So inverse tangent, or tangent inverse, or arctangent of 12 over 5, that theta should get me 67.38 or 0.4 degrees. Let's try another one. I'll help you get started. First thing you should identify is your horizontal and vertical components. Write your vector in its component form. And then once you've got that in component form, then I would identify the magnitude, Pythagorean theorem, and your direction. So let's pause the video, find those, and then unpause when you're done to check your work. All right, so this would be 9. This would be 12. So I have 12 horizontally and 9. That would be a negative 9 because I went down 9. That would be a negative 9. But it really doesn't matter when you do your Pythagorean theorem. You would get 15 for your magnitude, and then for your direction, I'm going to find this angle here, theta, created by your vertical component and your resultant. So I've got this triangle here. I want to find theta. I've got 9. I've got 12. So that's still tangent. And I would have tangent of theta. It's going to equal the opposite over the adjacent. And it's the same process. I would do theta equals the tangent inverse of 12 over 9. And that would get me about 53.13 degrees. So that's how you'd find the magnitude and direction of a vector. For the other parts of the vectors and the law of sines, cosines, and trigonometry in general, check out the other videos on my channel.